Well, it was 2001, so I was 3 years old, and considering how small I was just at home. But I think that really speaks to everyone. We were all going about our daily lives when it happened. It was just a normal day, you know?
Since it happened in 2001, I was not quite 3 years old, so I don't actually remember any of it happening.
I was sitting inside of a McDonald's when the first plane hit. When the second plane hit, though, I was at home and I was able to see actually when the second plane actually impacted the tower.
It's kind of scary almost, like just to think about having that vivid a memory of anything, honestly.
9/11 was when several terrorists hijacked 4 different planes.
Their goal was to try and destroy some, I guess, national landmarks like the Twin Towers, which they did successfully, the Pentagon, which they took out a wing of, and there was a 4th plane which was going towards the White House, but the passengers on the plane were able to overpower the people and crash it into a field, but I don't believe any of them survived.
It's a tragedy, but the reaction has been so unfitting. And while there was still Islamophobia before then, especially in America, it skyrocketed.
In today's society, Islam is portrayed as something dark, more of a cult. At the time when I converted, I did have friends who kind of turned their backs to me religiously. Sometimes I am restricted. You can have people in your school who aren't Muslim and they can just pray in class or they can verbalize it, but I mean, if you were Muslim and you do it, everyone's gonna look at you funny.
Last year, on 9/11, a white boy came to school with a shirt that said Infidel on it, in Arabic, as a joke. There were no repercussions for this insensitive act. However, I believe if a Muslim boy had done that, there would have been hell to pay.
I just don't understand why we allowed that to happen in a country where we talk about the importance of freedom of religion and, all men are created equal, and then we're gonna turn and talk about how the dirty Muslims are trying to kill us all, and that kind of frustrates me.
And I really wish people would separate themselves from that ignorance and just read about it. You can't take someone else's word or take your knowledge of what you know about what you think is Islam from the news.
I don't want anybody to think that it's not a tragedy what happened because people died, but I do want us to take it with a grain of salt, and I don't want us to be racist about it, you know?